showtime.
OnlySlabs.
Dear comic book friends and fiends, it's Rob here in the Great Wall of Comics, and with me today, as he should be, unlike last week where he went off to go, I don't know, underage comics across the border or something like that. Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, the man without a Great Wall of Comics, Chris the Comic Vet. No, you were seriously. You went to go see a metal show.
Yeah. I went and saw the.
Was it steel or aluminum?
Yeah,
iron.
Yeah, it was
Ironworkers.
It wasn't iron. No, it was.
It'd be a different metal show. A bunch of
heavy metal.
Female ironworkers.
Yeah. My son's an ironworker. Yeah. But yeah, no, it was the Pantera reunion, and Lamb of God opened up, and if you're into heavy music, you would have had a good time, and that was me. But the tickets kind of was very last minute. So for those of you who are watching, I had to back out at the last minute, and I don't like doing that to Rob because Rob is the schedule kind of guy, and if I'm not going to be on the show, he needs to know like 3 months in advance so he can put the question.
Just because you have a calendar that you have privy to that shows you who's coming up for the next several months. Speaking of which, I still have one opening. Yeah, I still have an opening for September 23rd. It's a gaping hole in the schedule. If anybody's interested, let us know. Maybe I'll tell Chris that he has to book that date at this point. I don't know. Guys, before I bring in our guest, I just really want to throw it out here because I'm going to put it for a moment and I'm going to take it down. Our early bird today is Hoot Hoot. So hashtag Hoot Hoot. Why would Hoot Hoot? Well, that's because our guest today is the one, the only, all the way from the spiral dimension himself, Dr. Von Hoot. How you doing? Now I'm taking that away. If you didn't see it, tough tuna fish. Then you only get to participate in the main two. So that's how we go. Oh, right off the bat, we're flying hard. Marty coming in with his For the Cure Hoot Hoot. Thank you so much for the super chat, sir. We'll do that before we do anything else. Let's do this one.
Time I ever asked for anything I really wanted.
And there you are. And the one thing that we really wanted, Dr. Von Hoot, welcome to the show, sir.
How you doing, guys? All right?
Yes.
Can I just say, I have been looking forward to this for a year, pretty much. Ever since I started watching it, it's been my number one goal is to get onto this show and have a collection that I can say, here, look at this. This is fun. So yeah, I'm excited
because look at me, hashtag claim, of course, loaned to us courtesy of Comic Journey, is what you're all about.
Exactly, I love that stuff. It's great, and I just love this show generally. I watch it every week, even if I'm not live. I will always watch this show, which doesn't happen with every show. So you know.
Well, before we say hello to the chat and all the other stuff, let's go ahead and bring this back in here and let's go ahead and spin it before anyone can see it again. And our early bird who was here with us first early in this morning, their chance to win goes to Potow, PSN Green Hulkster. Congratulations, sir. All right, so let's pull PSN Green Hulkster some books and then we'll get the show rolling here. DVH, why don't you pull us some books here for Green Hulkster?
Okie doke. Let's do front to back action just to annoy CJ.
Front to back. Well, he doesn't.
He likes back to front. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'll do back to front this time, and then the next time front to back. Stop.
Okay. Both of those.
Yeah, both of those.
Okay. Now you said front to back.
Yeah, we'll do it that way. Stop.
Oh, it's reserved. Look at me. We made sure we gave you credit, sir. It was on loan. Your royalty check will be coming. All right. And what are we gonna do?
Let's do it again. Back to front.
Back to front.
Stop. Boom.
All right. Let's see what you got, sir. Oh, bonus. Draw again.
Oh, right, DVH.
Okay.
Just
stop.
Front or back?
Back.
Nice choice. All
Watch
right.
your back. Watch your back.
So your bonus book, there, girls, first Stormbreaker.
Oh my!
Wow.
As a Walt Simonson fan, I question why that book is in there, but my goodness.
Of course, don't forget that warning: Surgeon General has generally determined that Assistant Editor's Month is dangerous to your health.
No,
well, I learned something new.
No one likes those acids.
Batman Arkham Knights, #1, based off the video game.
Very nice.
This is first cameo appearance of Arkham Knight. Promotional comic that was included as a limited edition and the Batmobile edition for a PS4 game. So in order you had to get it with, it was only, this cover only came bundled with this special limited edition or the Batmobile edition of the game. The reason this was also your bonus, you get to draw again because there is some minor damage to the book. But here we go, Catwoman 67. Nice Adam Hughes cover.
Yes, sir.
Gunslinger Spawn #1.
Nice.
And how about double signed Uncanny X-Men, signed by Will
Sportasio?
Yes, and Carl Allstater. Thank you very much.
Yeah! Yeah! Portasio is not an easy autograph, everyone. Just a heads up.
Suicide Squad 42.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's dope.
And another X-Men, but this one's not signed. X-Men #175.
Oh my goodness.
So congratulations there, PSN Green Hulkster, on being here bright and early and catching that worm, if you would say. The early bird catches the worm. That's what they say. Let's see, PSN Green Hulkster.
And if he uses Rob's Fat Stacks Expedition, it might be there by tomorrow morning.
Might be there yesterday. Who knows? I know some of
your mailbox fee is a Green Hulkster. It might be there.
Some of these shipments have been out so fast. It's crazy. I've seen stuff like I ship it out because I do get it out today, and then it's like people are opening it on Monday, and it's like, wow. All right.
Yeah, that's
so
that's really quick.
It is. It's all because I'm West Coast. I'm furthest. My time is forced. I can get out with the post carrier. My postal carrier is based out of the distribution center here, and then we're right next to the airport. So things move out and go. They travel on Sunday. Anyway, so let's say hello to the chat and let's get this show a rolling, shall we?
Romper bumper, stomper boo, tell me do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play?
Well, I certainly hope they will, because Les Crucius is here, hooray. Now, I will say, Les Crucius, I feel sorry for you, man, because I was just in southern Utah. You know, that the Southwest right now, the desert, I was just complaining to DVH on this. I was dying. Not because it was all that hot. It was over 50% humidity in the desert. It's awful. We're talking areas that are not used to that kind of humidity. Anything that is just atrocious. I hated it.
What was the temperature in Celsius?
DVH, Celsius, it was probably it was about 32.
Oh, okay. Before humidity?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
God.
Yeah. So for those of you in the United States, it was running around the 98 to 104 where I was at in southern Utah. But anyways, Hulk Collector 82 is here. Hello. Les Crucius, there's more. Oh, look at it, dropping his 6-month member badge. Hello. Marty, thank you again for that super chat. Welcome to Slabber Day, everybody. Kenneth Bird's here, nice and early. Welcome, Virginia. That's where, when I think of humidity, Virginia is where I think of. Virginia's got runs high humidity.
Isn't Virginia for lovers?
Could be. I just think of it for humidity, though.
Okay.
Yeah, and big naval bases.
Yes.
Time to enter the spiral dimension there. Yes, it is. John's coming. We brought the spiral dimension to us. That's how we do. Blue Hellions Comics. Hello, everybody. Happy to have you with us here. Brian. Hoot, hoot, hoot. Indeed. Trev, the shipping guru's here. Let's see. Comic Verse. There was our winner. Yo, yo, yo. PSN Green Hulkster. Congratulations to the Comic Verse. Hey, Rob. DVH. Almost made me think of Rob Van Dam.
Yeah,
almost, but not quite. So the whole damn show. Right here, baby. Let's see who else we got here. Somebody's saying hi to Dagger Comics. So Dagger Comics must be in here, but I don't see the comment. Maybe I'll get to it. Let's see here, or maybe I passed by it somehow. But Brian, Cliff on Comics is here. Hello, the Comic Vet's here. He was trying to win. Mr. Comics 89 new channel members here. We'll get to the channel members in a bit. Let's see here. Who else we got? Yes, hello, Cliff. The real James Willie, as opposed to that fake James Willie. Dead Man's here. Happy to have you. CJ watching us steal his thing. Borrow.
And we gave
credit. Yeah, we gave proper credit. That's right. Absolutely. Yeah. We cited our what's those citate? Yeah. Anyways, well, it's not plagiarism. Wayne Deacon. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Fuzzy Dunlop's here. Hello. The Scottish contingent's here.
Great name. It's a great name. As a Wire fan, that's a great name.
Let's see here. Lone Eagle. Hello, everybody. You can't wait to see what DVH has brought here. Well, you'll have to wait just a little bit longer, but not much. Triple G's here, everybody. How you doing? The Adventurous Joe. Happy to have you join us today. My lovely wife, the Frenzy's here. She's probably was an elbow to nose a Pantera pit. Took a elbow to the nose in a Pantera pit back in the day. Hope you had a good time, Chris. Yes. My wife is dangerous at metal concerts because she goes ready to frickin' smash.
Mary, I've moshed on Madison Square Garden floor for Slayer. Like you and I would need to team up and had a big show.
I'll tell you, the first real concert I ever went to was a Lollapalooza, and they were moshing to Arrested Development, if you can believe that.
Hey man, Tennessee is a good tune. I'd get out there too, man.
I think it was people every day, but they're moshing.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how you mosh to this, but they did. Rock City Comics. Haven't seen Pantera since 2000.
So have a lot of people. I mean,
last time I saw them was more than that, but they were opening for White Zombie. Yes, I said White Zombie. So there you go.
That was a cool headlining bill.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago then.
Yeah, that was a cool headlining bill.
Yeah, that was back when I was working in rock radio. So again, we'll give proper credit to Marty. Thank you for the super chat. Of course, all the super chats going to Comics Curing Cancer. Thank you so much there, sir. I don't even know what that is, but okay. Let's see here. Who else is there? Rock City, Cliff on Comics. Warlord, how you doing? Hoot hoot. Absolutely. Mrs. Von Hoot's here. Happy to have her joining us from the other room. Charmaine Deacon's here. And let's see if we getting everybody. Collectible Inc. Thank you very much for joining us. Now we got the hashtag look at me going off in the chat. That was crazy. Beth is here. Hello, Beth. Thank you for coming along for the ride. Mad Spidey, that's it. Now we can start. That's what I was looking for. Make sure last week was here because it's early. It was crazy. He answered my shout out. The fat stacks.
Was he like this?
It was like about
go Bills.
He responded like at 2:30 in the morning his time. It was like crazy. I don't know. He must have just gotten up to go to the bathroom or something. Let's see. I'm scrolling fast. So I apologize. I want to get to show the G-Man's here. Yes, happy to have you there. Johnny 5 Live is here. Collectors Inventories. We made it to a live stream. Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. Bad Boy Prime is here. Yes. This is a big show. People here, man. I'm liking it. Collect with Durs, super busy at work, but he's off at 3. So he'll be able to pay attention in a moment. People loving the first Stormbreaker. That's a sexy book. Indeed it is. Boom, boom, boom. I'm making sure I want to say hi to everyone. I didn't miss anybody. I'm flying through these. Are people saying hi? Oh, well, there you are. Remy Q's here. Now it's a show. Unfortunately, no more Remy's Place.
No more Remy's
Saturday.
Place. Sad times. I'm just pleased I got one in, a full Remy's Place before it ended.
Yeah, so, I agree.
Sad
James
times.
T. Keegan is here. He gives it out a hoot hoot. Happy to have you guys here. How can we make this show any better? How about adding a Mal? Yeah, the main Mal himself, no less. And Manny the Hobgoblin Collector, he's here.
Sir.
Manny, you're gonna love it, man. I see a teaser. I had a Hobgoblin being done by Chris Marinan on a sketch cover, and I got to see a picture of it the other day. I pick it up tomorrow. It's gonna be phenomenal. If you want to watch for that, check out. That's gonna be phenomenal. On a course, the blank cover facsimile for the first appearance of Hobgoblin, of course, right? So that's gonna be awesome. Shop for Comics is here. Nick Kicks in Comics. Hey yo! My goodness, so many people here. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Now I feel like I'm missing the chat because we're so far behind because of everything, because of the giveaway, and I'm trying to get caught up. And Marty Aleko, hello. I think I said hello. PH Comics. Hope everyone's okay. Great to have you with us. Collector's Inventory. Okay, I'm at the bottom of the chat. Guys, if I missed anybody, I'm really, really apologize. I want to be cognizant of the fact that we are almost 20 minutes into the show and have not yet started. So I will come back to recognizing all the channel members in a little bit during our break. But of course, I do before we do show off. I do want to remind everybody, hit that like button if you don't mind, because it helps us out. 100% of this channel's revenue goes to benefit Comics Curing Cancer. And so you're hitting that thumbs up button helps get this out in front of more people. The ad revenue goes to Comics Curing Cancer. The channel memberships go to the merch sales, and of course, those super chats that you guys are so generous with, those all go to Comics Curing Cancer. Incidentally, I'll tell you a little secret, guys. Somebody reached out to me the other day, asked me about setting up tiers for the membership because they wanted to donate. They thought, hey, it'd be nice to be able to donate more to Comics Curing Cancer. And I'll tell you, I don't have different tiers for a reason. And that's that YouTube does take a percentage of the membership, and whereas they don't on the super chats. And so I would much rather, if you feel like you want to during the shows do a little bit more, drop a super chat here and there every once in a while, or a super sticker on a recorded video or something. That goes 100% to Comics Curing Cancer, whereas the channel membership 100% that comes to me after YouTube wets their beak. That's what
I approve of that joke. That's a good
I know.
Boo. Come on.
All right. So, DVH. We got to bring you in here, make you big. We want to get wrong layout. That layout. I want that one. Why did it switch? Why? That one. Thank you.
Boom.
So, you hatched. You got into comics somehow.
Yeah.
Was this before or after you learned how to fly?
Mixed bag. I've been in and out of comics, so like I was probably flying gently when I started, and it's been off and on. Yeah,
phenomenal. All right, so you make sure that nobody lines the bottom of your perch with comics, right?
No, we don't like that. Yeah.
Phenomenal.
That's my only issue with whack comics is the destroying of comics. It triggers my brain, but it's very entertaining, so I can't complain.
Well, that's why I always make sure I keep. There's a few books that deserve to be destroyed.
Yeah,
maximum clonage, and so it's always important to hang on to those. I mean, I have also a standing order that anytime I have a Batman Fortnite book, I just destroy it.
Yeah,
it's the channel rules.
It's the way it should be.
Yeah. So, okay. I guess before we show off your first book, let's give old trusty here to Johnny 5 Live. Thank you so much, sir. All right. Thank you, Johnny. Very much appreciate the super chat. DVH, first book right out of the gate.
First
What
book.
are you dropping on us?
Let's do this one because, well, we were just talking about comics curing cancer, and I'm going to donate one of these, which is a 9/8 metal cover. You can see the shininess of the metal.
Yes.
It's a Ken Salinas cover that was my joint exclusive. You can just about make out my logo here.
Phenomenal.
But yes, so that will be available at Comics Curing Cancer.
Well, DVH, who's the publisher of this book? Like,
It's
for those of us
Black Rose Publishing.
Okay.
They're very new. The guy that runs it was a company called the Comic Book Dealer before then. Okay. And they did primarily just variant covers, like exclusives. And he's just gone into actually publishing his own books now instead of,
Very nice. 9.8 for C3.
It's cool, and it's you have to catch the light with it, and it's very metally. It's
not tested on.
But it catches the light. It's so vivid, though. That is
it's really fun.
Yeah, just like that right there. That's terrific.
Well, that's the first one up, and that's sort of like my, I don't know. I'm really proud of it, but at the same time, I know that other people aren't necessarily that into my exclusive. But
I think
I've
people
got some
like
other
community.
interesting.
There are people who like community exclusives. Yeah,
that's true.
Nick's saying he's seen it in person.
I guess what I mean is it's sort of really important to me personally. I don't know, but my very first slab,
the Birdman.
Big.
I've never shown this on my channel, and because I've been waiting.
Oh, first issue, The Thing. Nice.
Yeah. So
you've never showed your thing off on your channel.
No.
It's a 9.2 thing. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's rock hard.
Yes.
Yeah. Mrs. Von Hoot wishes it was 9.2. I'll be honest.
Oh man. And we're off. DVH, is this a John Byrne book through and through, or does he share credit with this?
I just heard her laughing in the other room. John Byrne's story and cover.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
John Byrne was multitasking like crazy when this particular issue came out. He did a run on the Thing, She-Hulk, Fantastic Four, as well as doing the penciling for X-Men. Like, that guy was everywhere. But this is an excellent series. I'm glad that you showed this one.
It's cool. My very good friend Lou, about 4 years ago, had a stack of these and just gave me the slab. So this is way before I was actually collecting comics again. And she gave me it, and I sort of fell in love with the slab then, but didn't get any for a considerable amount of time because I became obsessed.
Thing, and now it's your thing.
Yeah, exactly. Then next up,
I just realized I think this is the first time I've seen you without gloves on.
I don't do gloves when I do live streams because I can't use my laptop.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I wish I could. I like the
dive into the spiral dimension right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get to know a little bit about him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. So this book is the very first comic I ever bought. American comic, I should say. I went on a family holiday to the US when I was about 11 and bought it was a 2-pack at a gas station. And this was one of the 2 books. And I can't remember for the life of me what the other one was.
That's how you know he truly went to America to get it, because it was at a gas station, not a petrol station.
Yeah, I know who I'm talking to.
Right. Yeah, I understand.
I tried.
Featuring a Canadian on the book. I'm impressed.
It's really cool. It's a great cover.
What's
the question?
I don't remember a thing about
when you were at the gas station though, and you picked up a soda. Did you have to drink it from aluminum, or was it aluminium?
No, it's definitely still aluminium.
All the controversy that's happening now. Okay.
So yeah, as a kid, I was obsessed with Transformers, and I got this
as a kid.
long ago.
Although, right? You've given up on that.
No, well, I mean, I'm still obsessed, but you know, it's
like crack
important.
cocaine. He never gives up.
See that? There you go.
Yeah, look at that.
Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime.
That
awesome.
That, ladies and gentlemen, that deserves something.
Oh my!
That's awesome.
It's really cool.
I was so caught up in it that I forgot to hit a freaking sounder. So.
Yeah, I mean, I have read this book, but I really don't remember a lot about it. But the fact that it has that signature, it's all that matters. I love this. So
did you, DBH, did you get that one signed yourself, or did you?
No. I just picked it up off eBay. Yeah,
okay.
I got a really good deal on it as well because Peter Cullen's not the cheapest signature you can get, and compared to other books, this was a very reasonable price. And he even wrote Optimus Prime on it, which is
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So I've after the Transformers phase that never went on, I was quite a big fan of Spider-Man, and that's when I mainly started collecting comics. I had a massive Spider-Man collection with two of my friends, I particularly liked one character, and
oh God, Peter hit me!
Yeah.
Ow!
So yeah, first appearance of Black Cat.
And that book never really calmed down. It just keeps climbing and climbing in value. And I do not have a copy for myself.
Oh, really?
Real? God damn it, Chris! Will you stop saying things like that to me?
I do not have that first.
You know how that triggers me.
I do not have a first Black Cat. But the thing is, it's so difficult. And by the way, we got to pay respect to that. This is a newsstand edition that he's holding in his hand.
No,
how difficult it is to get a high grade book just because of all that damn black ink on that cover.
Yeah.
No, it is a direct to copy because you see the diagonal line through the barcode. The newsstand copy doesn't have that.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a direct.
Comic Book G-Man just stopped my next question.
Cow. Let's see here. Always keeping the truth, Rob, and Cosmic Vet.
Okay,
I like that. It's nice to see a vegan like myself on here as well. Von Hoot, very nice books, my dude. For the cure, hit that like button, community. Thank you. Well, guys, thank you so much for that one there, G-Man. Just for that, there's one that we've been holding back.
That's true.
I've not shown this one. It's been in the queue for a long time, but we've waited for something a little on the bigger side. So here you go.
What are you doing in here?
What did I come in here for?
Apropos for the G-Man. Make sure you check out the Comic Book G-Spot.
Nice recovery.
Airs before this show now.
DVH, would you mind reading us what's on the right side of that blue label, please?
I've been waiting so long to hear that, Chris. It's music to my ears. First appearance of the Black Cat, brackets, Felicia Hardy. Text Elo. What does that mean? Any ideas? Text Elo of Black Cat by David Cockrum. ILLO.
I'm not sure. I'm sure that's comic book slang for something that he's done.
I don't know whether that can focus. Weird.
Well.
Dead Man saying it's an illustration. Okay.
Oh, okay. Text illustration of Black Cat by David Cockrum.
Okay. Thank you, Dead Man, for helping us.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
Awesome.
I won't tell Chris I have 2 copies. One newsstand and one direct.
Oh,
but like with that, I have to pair my favorite Black Cat cover.
Oh,
which is, you know.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
So now this and the other J. Scott Campbell variant covers that came out with this, they took off. Like a lot of these J. Scott Campbell ASM books are worth a lot of money. I don't know if Rob's ready to find out like what a 9.6 is worth, but they like. I know that this went to a couple printings or whatever. TVH, I'm presuming this is a first print you have in your hands?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but there's this cover, and then there's, the kiss with MJ looking in the background, and then the coffee table where MJ is sitting and Peter's swinging away, as well as the Renew Your Vows where Peter is leaning over the couch and they're posing for a picture. But those books, if you were lucky enough to pick them up, they have very good strength on the secondary market for value. And yeah, every time I see them, I'm just like stopping. Like, it's such a great cover, but man, they're worth some change.
They're not cheap. You are right. Like,
yeah,
I'm trying to pull it up. For some reason, they've changed the interface.
Okay,
bastards. And it's making it more difficult to pull stuff up. I really hate when people change interfaces on us. But without warning, here we go.
So I see a lot of the guy, prettier than the wife shop. Imagine seeing that on your bed. DVH, how did you pick up your copy? Like, did you submit that yourself or did you pick it up on eBay?
eBay. Yeah, okay. eBay all the way.
So a 9.6 will run you somewhere between $150 to $175 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I might have overpaid a little bit, but
well, that's today's price.
Depends when you picked it up.
It had gone up a little bit when you picked it up, and everything else.
It's a great cover.
Yeah. No, it is. It truly is. I think those. There's a block in there, and there's even an Addy runoff in there that's pretty cool in that little block of the run. Some great classic. Very nice.
They're even getting homaged at this point now too.
Yeah.
You can see why they're sort of iconic covers at this point.
They are now, yes.
DVH has the madness of slab fever.
So this one is another one that's never been on my channel before, and I have been specifically holding it for this because I wanted to say this like as loudly as I could. I really want more owl covers. And they're really difficult to find. This is one of my favorite covers. Yeah, it might be.
The Occult Files of Dr. Spectre
from Gold Key.
And that's a large owl too. Like,
that's a Maul.
It's Night of the Owl.
It's just the reverse of the reverse Maul.
Yeah, it's just
before it transforms.
It's like when you find the centaur that the bottom half is a man and the top half is a horse.
So
that's it. Yeah.
What's the issue number for this one, DVH?
So this is issue 22 of the Occult Files of Dr. Spectre from 1976, and I bought it from eBay raw. And it was sold to me as a 9.0-ish grade. I got it. It wasn't a 9.0 at all. And I sent it off to get cleaned and pressed, and they did like a miracle to it. And it came back as a 9.4. Because I swear I was thinking at best an 8 by the way it looked. It just, it was pretty banged up. But like getting a 9.4, I was over the moon about. And I love it. I mean, I absolutely love this cover. It's everything that I love, like horror, like it's weird, it's fun. It's like a bit like a movie poster too.
It's like kidnapping, damsel in distress.
Yeah, exactly. Everything. I have read this book, and it's not good, so don't bother. But the cover is amazing. So. If anybody has any suggestion for owl covers, please let me know, because they're hard to find. There aren't many. There's like an X-Files book called Where is the Hoot or something like that, and that's the only one that I've found recently. But you would think there would be scary owls on covers for years. But
well, of course, we all know about all the Court of Owls books, right?
Well, of course. Well, I mean, we're going to get to that.
Nice.
One of these.
Very nice.
You know,
the first cover.
And, the first cover appearance and first in continuity appearance.
Correct.
Let's not get into any sort of arguments about this.
All right, we'll keep it straightforward and honest. Everybody can agree on those statements.
Exactly. It's a classic cover, though. I mean, iconic. I used to collect Gambit like pretty heavily, like late 90s, early 2000s ish, and he was one of my favorite X-Men easily. And as soon as I got back into collecting actual physical comics, because I've always read, but I did trades for years and years, I knew I had to get this just because, you know, it's Remy. He's awesome.
I gotta admit, like, I didn't realize until Rob asked me to co-host this show how big Gambit actually was and how many people enjoy the character. I really had no idea, because the issue you're holding it's so popular on this show and its former iteration that I would say it's definitely top 5 in all the books that's shown is that particular issue. I would actually say there's probably been more issues of this versus the annual that's been shown, but it still catches me off guard that I'm not used to the idea, maybe even still, of people saying that, yeah, I collect Gambit. It's just because it was right around this time frame when I put down comic books and discovered girls kind of thing. But it was, like I can remember him on the cartoon and that kind of thing.
For them to discover him, but no, just kidding.
But wow. But yeah, it's such a popular book. And like you walk around cons, you can see people haggling this book. I can remember at Heroes Con looking at a couple older Spider-Man books, and there was a younger guy haggling out that book that you're holding in your hand. But yeah, it's a nice book.
Yeah, I can believe that. I think he's a super important character, and because everybody sort of thinks of this as the one to get. Again, I'm not going to say that thing that triggers people, but
it's definitely the sexier cover.
Yeah, 100%. And because it relates so much to Gambit specifically, I think, as well.
Mm-hmm. So what we were talking about that are still going on about the previous thing was, of course, we talked about Daredevil issue 3. Did you pick up a copy of that?
I haven't got a copy of that yet. That's on my list of things to do, and that's what I thought, I am going to get some of the owl, but I mean specifically actual owls rather than the character
or the Watchmen character. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But I do want that book. That is awesome. I'm still keeping my eyes out for a price point that fits, as it were.
Right.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
This one's for Durs.
We know that. Yeah, I was saying we know Durs just got excited.
Wow.
So this is Spawn 119. It was from my PC when I was just late 90s, early 2000s collecting Spawn, and I just put it into a long box and forgot about it forever. Last year I had a look through what I had, and this is the first cameo appearance of Gunslinger Spawn, and because of that it's worth quite a lot because nobody bought it at the time. So yeah, and because I had this just in a long box, it's a 9.8. Like,
nice.
I read it once, put it away, and I'm really chuffed to have this. And I managed to get a 9.8 from my PC from 20 years ago.
Right. Man. So TVH, we know that Todd drops in and out of Spawn over the last, say, 30, 35 years. Who's the creative team on this book? Is it Todd still the writer at this particular issue?
No, it's a Greg Capullo and Todd McFarlane cover.
Okay.
But it's Brian Holguin. That sound right? I'm not very good with names.
That's okay.
He does the story, and Angela Medina and Danny Miki art.
Right. And I do want to point out that Eddie is on the back cover. Very nice.
Oh, yeah. That's a good back cover. I love a good Eddie.
That's pretty damn good right there.
It's cool.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
I love this.
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, I always think of Remy whenever I see a Masters of the Universe comic now.
I have power.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so this is the Marvel issue 1.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love it. It's great.
Very nice. So yeah,
one day I'm gonna get He-Man's first appearance. It's not that pricey, but I need it.
No.
Yeah, that's the DC.
That's
the
DC,
one with Superman.
Yeah, I think I have it right over there. Yeah, DC Comics presents.
That's it. Yeah. Yep. But it's just cool. You got Battle Cat on it, and
He-Man. Yeah. That's awesome.
A million abs as well. It's just like abbed up to the eyeballs. Because he has the power.
That's right.
If you pay attention to my channel, then you know that I talk about this book quite a lot. I love this cover for Do a Powerbomb issue 1. It's the Frankie's exclusive variant, and you really don't see it very often. I found one copy on eBay and jumped on it, and then had this submitted, and it got a 9.8, which is great.
Wonderful.
But it's just amazing. Like you know when you can sort of hear a comic book cover, like I can hear that suplex.
It's just I would say it's just kind of wrong though that it's do a power bomb, but we're doing a suplex.
He's
on the
doing
cover.
a suplex. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you.
That's top 3 independent stories that came out that year, and usually number 1 on everyone's list for independent books.
Definitely is for me. I love that story so much.
Yeah, and the artwork and the perspectives of the vantage points that he was doing for the in-ring action was just incredible. Awesome.
Yeah, this is a book that is. I mean, I think I don't think anybody really would have expected a book called "Do a Power Bomb" to be as popular as it ended up being.
No,
yeah, but most of the stuff that Johnson has touched has been excellent. Even his Beta Ray Bill, Murder Falcon. Did
I miss Spawn? You did.
You did.
We just showed off the first cameo appearance of Gunslinger Spawn, man.
Yeah, and people are reacting in the chat. Yeah. So who is the cover artist for this one? Since it's not Daniel Warren.
Yeah, this one is a Lip Wei Chang.
Okay.
Cover.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think the thing is it's probably pretty rare because it came out around the time Frankie's was having all those problems, which I have no idea whether they're resolved or not. But
right.
There can't be that many copies knocking about, as far as I can tell. At least they're not on eBay ever. So,
yeah,
it's
awesome. Yeah, I know that you like that. I got 2 of your books that are out for you right now.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for those. They're going to be great. I'm committed to getting the complete Do a Powerbomb slabbed everything as much as I can get, and Rob is helping me with that. So. And we've got one more book, and then we'll have our break.
Sounds great.
This little.
Oh man!
Hello, nurse.
Wow.
Yeah, I love this. It's amazing.
Very often. It still has very nice colors. EVH, what year did this come out? Was this like 71, 72?
72.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Marvel was not afraid to get into the horror characters, and then that's when they began to mess around and bring Dracula and Doctor Strange together to try and raise each other's monthly sales. That's terrific.
Well, we saw such a great resurgence in horror comics in the Bronze Age. after the horror comics were running rampant in your golden age and stuff, and then Silver Age, we saw it kind of like that was you had your rise of the superheroes and stuff, and in Bronze Age, when everything started going darker, and you started having different street level heroes and other type of things that were coming in there. We also saw the return of horror. I mean, not only from Marvel with their monster books, but DC had several titles that were going and stuff that I've been picking up some books recently, and it's like some of the covers are even like, granted they're not as overt as the pre-code horror stuff, but some of them are giving some of those old covers a run for their money. That's awesome, man.
They are really great covers from that era. The I love the pre-code horror, but like it's just outside of what I can afford at the moment. Maybe one day, but the Bronze Age era is still very accessible, and the covers are fantastic. I mean, the art on this is tremendous. I love the atmosphericness of Dracula is iconic, but he's not the universal Dracula.
Right.
Like, I mean, they couldn't use that Dracula, but you know what I mean. He doesn't. He feels slightly different, and it's great. It's
and these books are only 40 to 50 years old.
Yeah.
Just like us. Yeah.
So this says the first appearance of Dracula, Frank Drake, and Clifton Graves. Now, I have read the first 15 issues of Tomb of Dracula right now, and I am continuing to read it. It starts off sort of with a bang, and it sort of is slowly just chugging along now.
It's like Spider-Man.
Yeah, very similar, I guess, like modern. But I love the horror style storytelling, and the artwork inside these books is top notch. I mean, it's Gene Colan art mainly, and he's amazing. Just captures it like
Dracula owes Moon Knight money. Interesting. All right, awesome. Well, DVH, that's a great space for us to go take a break here, because I know that I know you're a huge fan of the more horror stuff genre, so getting the books there. We know you're a big fan of Transformers. We can see that in the rooms. We've seen some Transformer books. Your Dude Powerbomb is a great segment. I think we've really get to see so far a good cross section of your collecting. I can't wait to see the second half. But first, ladies and gentlemen, # Spiral Dimension. It's time for us to do another giveaway, so yeah, we'll do that. While that's going off, though, I do want to circle back, because we hadn't done it yet. Want to remind everybody about the channel members are the lifeblood of this channel, with their constant contributions to the cause of comics curing cancer. Thank you guys all so much. I want to recognize those while you're hitting that # Spiral Dimension real quick here. Let me throw them up here. The Comic Vet, Travis Vick, Six Face, Son of Bruce, Stephen C, Actual Dracula, Jack B Comics, PSN Green Hulkster, Digger Jim 720, Blue Hellion Comics, Legion of Comics, Comic Ozzy, Flo Dameron, Beckerman, Dr. Von Hoot's Comics from the Spiral Dimension, DJ Links, Comics by the Bay, Sector 2815, The Real James Willie, Dale of Suspense, Circumstances, Gary B, the Casual Comic Guy, Shatterglass Comic Reviews, The Comic Viking, Tate Prime, Chaos in Comics, Comic Journey, Marty Aleko, Justin Birch Letters, Trev the Shipping Guru, Collecting with Durs, Remy Q Studios, Matt268, Comics with Murdoch, Austin LeMay, Comic Man Andy, Mad Spidey, Cup of Comics, Burke Family 54 Comics, Switch Comics, Ben Parker Comics, Seth 11, Hulk Collector 82, Brian LCS, L Green Machine, Izzyverse NYC Comics, A Comic Bookworm, Chuck Hensey, Jean Malot, Lone Eagle, Comicverse, Cole's Comic Claims, Triple G Comics, Noggin Comics, Aggressively Relaxing, KBDM, Taylor Winder, Collectible Inc., Cali Comics, Wayne Deacon, Deadman, The Immortal Biggie Shack, Philtastic Comics and Art, Cat Fan Comics Man, and Mr. Comics 89. Thank you guys all so much for your contributions to comics curing cancer. Thanks to you guys. With this, once I get July's, which will be coming very shortly, that we're going to be over $1,500 collected so far towards our ultimate goal of the year of 25,000, which, of course, the big chunk of that will be coming up very soon, October 20th through 22nd. Comics Curing Cancer coming up very, very soon. We'll be doing our big event. Lots of books. We're getting donations right now from. We've been reaching out to certain artists, get some nice big name artists that are contributing stuff for the auction, as well as we're getting some slabs have been already donated from various community members that have reached out for the auction or for some of the giveaways. I've got some collected runs that I've been picking up. Some great stuff coming that way. So thank you guys all so much. Chris, what do you got coming up on your channel?
Well, funny enough, you just asked, Rob. Thank you. I just dropped a video yesterday that I'm very proud of, where I actually decide to compare a bunch of companies that have been distributing mixed comic book packs. Marvel has Walmart packs. DC also has Walmart packs. And Ollie's has mixed Marvel and DC. So I decided to open one of each of those 3 companies and compare them. Recent eBay sales and price per book when you break it down for the total value. I invite everyone to please go ahead and check out that video. Tomorrow will be 2 cool guys, 2 hot picks. Mark from Legion of Comics, myself, give everyone individually our hot picks for this upcoming new comic book day. And this Wednesday will be Show Us What You Got, a live new comic book day hangout. It doesn't necessarily have to be a new book for that particular Wednesday. Maybe you have some new books in your collection you want to, show the comic community. Just ask for the link and I'll send it out. Rob?
Awesome. Thank you. And DVH, how about yourself? What's coming up in the spiral dimension?
Sorry, I've unplugged my laptop and it's gone haywire.
Well, we can come back after the end of the show if you'd rather.
No, I don't have an awful lot going on at the moment. I've got a unboxing coming out on Monday, and then I've got to shoot some stuff. So
best choice here then is to make sure that they click the link down below to go to your channel and subscribe, and then hit the notification bell so that they'll know when they're coming up. And I haven't even been running the banner. There you go. There's the information, and of course, there below at Dr. Von Hoot, both on Instagram and on YouTube. Make sure you give him a follow. Highly entertaining. Some of the best jokes on all of YouTube.
I don't know about that, but they are entertaining.
The reactions are some of the best reactions to jokes on YouTube.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and give this one a spin. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, wheel of fish. And our winner is bang.
Oh,
Flash by
TJ.
Night Comics. All right. So let's go ahead and see what we get for you. Let me move myself here and put myself into the position of power.
Watch your back.
All right. Mr. DVH again, because Chris does the last one. So let's go ahead and pull some books. Number 1 through 10 from the front, 1 through 10 from the back, or some back to front action.
Okay, let's do 7 from the front.
Yep.
DVH, just remember, Flash by Night, in case you weren't aware, is a fan of the Flash and Moon Knight. Both of which have books in there.
I will try my best.
He's also a Transformers fan too.
Oh, he's a huge Transformers fan.
Yeah. Let's be honest, TJ is a massive Transformers fan.
And let's do 7 from the back as well.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Tremendous. And then back to front. Let's go for a stop.
Both of these, or
yeah, both of them.
Wow, that one's a double border. Oh, that's why it's a double border. Okay.
And yeah, we'll do back to front again.
No way.
Stop. And both of them are, yeah.
Okay. Woo! Okay, I'm going to go in the order which they were pulled. We have DC versus vampires.
Oh, cool.
Yeah! Yeah!
I'm a big fan of DC versus vampires.
Shiny
foily. Foily too.
That's the comic book shop day exclusive of issue number 3. Gorgeous book.
She-Hulk #1. Not missing leg day over here.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, those are nice shoes.
Some of these do include Pokemon cards still from Shattered Glass comic reviews. We haven't gone through all of them yet, but how about the Scorched #1? Sylvester McFarlane cover.
Cool.
Very nice.
Here's our double border. Or should I say the double? Well, let's do it now. The Batman Adventures #1. This is a first printing.
Look, original?
Wow.
That's not a facsimile?
Correct.
Why are you giving that away?
Holy crap.
Rob, come on.
Wow. Look,
because I also give away Storm #1.
That's a gorgeous cover.
It is, yeah. And then how about this one? How about a nice older book for you? 10-cent goodness. Harvey Hits Magazine presents The Phantom.
Oh, that's amazing.
Very nice.
Yeah, I love that.
Very nice.
So yeah, you see, there's not garbage in the giveaway box, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
This is probably one of the best damn giveaways consistently on this show. I think that you're gonna see.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I watch a lot of YouTube content these days, and OnlySlabs is not to be beaten with these giveaways. They're
especially considering how many we do. I mean, there's individual giveaways that may come along that are better, but I mean, come on. I mean, let's be honest. I do have coming up soon. We're starting off. I'll announce it here. What the hell? We're starting off the push for 1,500 subscribers on this channel because we're about 1,450-ish right now. So at 1,500, I'm going to be giving away. One of the books is already here. The other one is on its way. Here, a Amazing Spider-Man, $2.99 newsstand,
claim
9.0. The other book that's on its way is the $2.98 in a 9.4. So I'll be giving them away as a set. Wow. Somebody will win a $2.98 and $2.99 near mint copies.
Is that somebody a Mal just asking for a friend?
It could be. It very well could be. So I mean, that's you just got to be a subscriber. Look below. Are you subscribed? If it doesn't say subscribed, you might as well click it right now because that will be one of the requirements. What else we do? I haven't 100% nailed it down. Video will be coming out soon, but for starters, hit that subscription. All right, so let's get back into some books. DVH showing off some more of this great goodness. Let's see what you got there, sir. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I can't say that. That's licensed from the Comic Vet.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry. Yeah. Man, everybody there. Yes, there we go. New 52. This is a run that got me really interested in DC. Actually, I was a Marvel guy through and through, but the New 52 Batman run really hooked me, and I love
100% what happened to me as well.
Yeah, the Snyder Capullo team up was incredible.
Yeah, granted, it did slow down a bit when we got Commissioner Batman, but aside from Mech Warrior, this it just hooked you. So good.
I love this cover. It's so freaking creepy. The talons.
So this is issue 6. So this is our first full appearance of the Court of Owls.
First full appearance of the court.
Despite the fact that CGC, for whatever reason, doesn't label these books.
I don't know. I've got a bunch of books like that should have stuff labeled.
Sometimes it's when they're submitted early. Sometimes they don't get them. But I just got some back that none of those CGC books were labeled for this Court of Owls run. The first, the first Talon or the first cameo appearance or second cameo appearance and stuff. It's just really weird, but what they do and don't do. But this is a phenomenal book.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And
a 9.8 is a pricey book. Holy
it
cow.
is. That hence the 9.6.
Me too. I don't have a 9.8 on this one either. It's I've been like, wow, I'm not sure.
I mean, the 9.6 is fairly gettable though. I mean, that's like at 9.6, it's a really affordable book, but 9.8 is just crazy. The This is an interesting how I come to get this as well. I bought one from, I want to say, Canada on eBay, and it got shipped and just got lost in the post. So they had to refund it. I was waiting for like 3 months. And I jumped back on eBay when I got my refund, and I saw this one, ordered it, cheaper than the one I got from Canada. And it turned out the guy lived up the road, and he just came to my house and dropped it off.
Nice.
So I was waiting for 3 months and then got it delivered like the next day.
So this, I mean, to show you this, a 9.6 of this book, one just sold yesterday for $90.
Wow.
Normally, it's FMV on it's listed about 120, right?
Yeah.
If you want to go to a 9.8, it's about $400.
Yeah. And wait till if the Robert Pattinson sequel to his Batman movie focuses on the Court of Owls instead of Hush, look out. Like that's going to be a 4-figure book almost overnight.
Because I think there's a good chance that's going to happen.
Yeah,
what's really weird
is probably the best Batman storyline, like in the last, say, 10 years, 15 years.
The 9.6s on this book are all over the map. I mean, literally, it's like obviously they go up for auction, and some people are hitting the auctions just at the right time. Because I'm looking at this right over in the last 5 months. This book has sold. It was selling consistently about $150, and then all of a sudden it was 99, then 140, then 80, then 215, then 180, then 90. I mean, it's just boom up all over the place. But man, it is still 9.6 is a good book, and I've seen a lot of these that have little smudges and whatnot. They're really usually color rub on the back cover is usually what it is that knocks it down. But awesome.
Yeah, it's a great book.
Yeah, 9.492. You might be able to get a stupid deal. Well, how?
Oh yeah, 100%. You can get.
You probably pick them up raw, man. You'll probably get somebody who's, if you're just looking for 9.492, somebody who says it's in near mint condition. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yes.
Wow. I know it's pretty close to being against Rob's religion. This one, it's right near the.
Really so. I don't dislike Ben Reilly and the Scarlet Spider stuff, right? As a matter of fact, I think the stuff they've done with Ben Reilly and the Chasm has potential to be some of the best stuff they've done. One clone I can deal with. It's the litany thereafter and the terrible writing that went on with Maximum Clonage that really just turned me off. But yeah.
I understand. It wasn't always great. I was right there. This was around about when I first started collecting Spider-Man. So like Ben Reilly is almost my Spider-Man rather than Peter Parker. It's very sort of on that line. And I loved him as a kid, and I knew that I had to get this book, preferably before the Spider-Verse movie came out, because I was, it really didn't do that much, did it? It wasn't like make it.
He just had a cameo in it.
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned. Now it was hilarious, but it was just a cameo.
Yeah. And you know what? I mean, the costume on this one was this costume for Scarlet Spider was kind of edgy and kind of cool, and that the hoodie thing was great. But I always liked that the different webbing cartridges that he did with like the impact webbing and stuff. I thought that some of that stuff was like nice changes of pace compared to the traditional webbing that we got.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. It's been a while since I read it, but it
was an interesting time for Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was.
Ben Kane, it was.
The Legacy of Kane run. I remember that distinctly, and the final adventure was like a really big deal to me.
Peter, you can it's okay to accept and recognize Peter. He was the original, but when it comes to subsequent variations of Spider-Man, yes, Miguel O'Hara is the best.
And See,
no comment from the vet. He just went silent. He's all, I'm
not going to argue. Technically it's your channel, man. I'm not gonna argue. Even though we all recognize Miles. Okay.
Look,
yeah, Miles
Miles is a tornado force to get reckoned with, but and he has some really cool power sets, but I still just dug the more science edge that we got with it from the gene splicing and the explanation of how he sticks to walls and how he does this, and the fact that he doesn't have a true spider sense, but he has heightened senses and stuff. Those things just really kind of, as a sci-fi guy, got more interesting and got me to cling to him more so than anything else. Tarantulas, your Spider-Man now. Wow.
You know what? Okay. Underrated villain, man. Underrated villain. And Noir is up there too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I like Noir. Noir's awesome.
Yes.
They need to do more with Noir.
Yeah.
So I sort of cheating a little bit with this because this was Mrs. Von Hoot's birthday present last year. So technically it's not mine, but I did pay for it. So, swings and roundabouts. I also like to say
it as a gift.
So I massively overpaid for it as well.
That was the time though, right? It was the time. We got her this book was a rocket.
Yeah.
Until the show came out, and now it's back to being an affordable key. But we can't take away from this. This book is very, very important to the history of Marvel Comics, right? It's incredibly important and a great character. But my question is, now, did you just cancel out Mrs. Von Hoot's first appearance on OnlySlabs by showing her?
Well, she's got like book? 3 slabs. It would take forever.
She's only 17 away.
I guess you just got to buy more.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that's a hell of a book. Who did the cover for that particular issue?
This one is John Buscema.
Okay.
Cover. Yeah.
Very nice.
It's an iconic cover.
Yeah.
I know it's like a homage to Incredible Hulk, but at the same time, I think of this cover a little bit. Maybe it's because it's an attractive lady.
As controversial as what the TV show was last year, this book still has a world of respect from collectors and people that recognize her. Like it's just such an important book, and so Mad Spidey and Mrs. Von Hoot will combine to make their first appearance as guests. Okay.
All right.
Ms. Von Hoot shows her appreciation and love for that book.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a classic cover.
Oh yeah.
Oui, Jean, oui. Lost Light. Oh.
Transformers: The Lost Light. It's not specifically this cover that I love. It's the book. The run of The Lost Light is heads and tails the best Transformers thing I've ever read or seen or anything, next to Transformers the movie, maybe. But this is issue 1. I think it's an incentive variant. I might be wrong. Maybe it is just the cover. I don't know. I cannot stress enough how people sort of seem to have missed this run and need to read it. It's really, really good storytelling. And there are some, it has some sort of controversial aspects to it. Like if I was to say to you that Megatron is an Autobot in it, because it takes place after the war, like my gut reaction would be, well, that's just awful. I don't want any part of it. But they laid the groundwork so well for it that it's an amazing story. And it's very funny at the same time, which is not something you would think for a Transformers comic.
Now, DVH, just because I can't see it up close, that's not Ratchet on the front cover there, is it?
That's Ratchet.
Right. Yeah, okay.
That's Rodimus Prime.
Right.
In his iteration, where he essentially, because the war is over and because the gist of the story is about dealing with having to come together after a war on 2 factions, with the Decepticons having lost, having to live together along with other Transformers that didn't take part in the war and sort of the social political issues that brings together. And because of that, Rodimus decides to take the colors of Decepticons, really. Like, he goes full purple rather than his traditional garb. It's a great story. I love it. Somebody needs to read it so that I can talk to somebody about it. Please. I beg you.
There's a reason nobody really talks about Last Spot Standing.
Yeah, I don't hear anything about that either. I didn't read it either. It's my fault.
I only know it's
I read it. I got it. I read it. It was okay.
Okay.
But then again, I'm not huge in the Transformer lore, so I mean,
well, the one thing I did hear about Last Spot Standing, because there's a certain point in the story where they, like, in the Lost Light ends, and then they completely rebooted Transformers for IDW, and everybody loved that Lost Light era and what had preceded it. So that renewing that continuity put a lot of people's nose out of joint. And the one positive I hear about Last Spot Standing is you can read it and think it's the ending to both versions.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So
yeah. I could tell you, but I don't want to spoil anything. So
one day I'll read it.
Yep.
Oh, the big man.
Yes. Yeah.
I've always loved this cover. It's amazing. And also it's Lobo. He's tremendous.
And you inspired me to get my copy.
Yeah. It's one of my claims to fame. Rob Stacks, Fat Stacks, listen to me.
That's right. I listened and bought a book because of DVH.
Yeah. Well, you're going to see a book soon that I bought because of you. So swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, fair enough.
This is a great cover. It's a 9.6 is not expensive. People need to get this book. Like, it's
less than $150.
Yeah.
And it's gonna go up.
It really is. When Lobo hits,
James Gunn has plans for Lobo.
You know he does. And when Lobo hits, the book is going to go crazy, because if I know anything about James Gunn, it's that Lobo is probably the most ideal character for him to write. He's going to nail it. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, I love this cover too. It's mental. It's like, I can't believe that. I guess DC at that point, we're in the 80s, aren't we? So it's sort of more adult than you would think, but still, that's quite like graphic and like bondage, Hey,
it's not like comics hadn't done it before.
Well, true, yeah, there is that,
or worse.
Yeah. Okay, so. Yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yes.
I love Bloodstone, and I love this cover. It's everything I love about horror in like comic book form. Like, I love old gothicness, and
this was a book that exploded during the COVID bubble because of the whole Werewolf by Night before it was released last year. Would you mind reading us the right side of the label so we can hear about Elsa?
First appearance of Elsa Bloodstone.
Terrific.
That's my best reading voice there.
Yeah.
It's such a quality cover. I've got like the whole run now because it's only 4 issues.
Yes.
And for those who are uninitiated, who is Elsa Bloodstone?
She is the daughter of Ulysses Bloodstone.
Mm-hmm.
I can't explain Ulysses Bloodstone because he's a little bit out of my wheelhouse. I know he existed in Marvel, but
he's big time monster hunter. But this is one of the most non-traditional Marvel covers that you're gonna find.
Yeah,
like you don't see.
I remember this coming out, and I remember seeing it somewhere and thinking, I really want that cover. I never even looked for it. when it came out or anything, but I just remember seeing it and thinking, that's a Marvel book, and that's sort of what I love, that kind of cover. I wish I'd just got it then, because it would have cost me a hell of a lot less than I paid for it now. It's awesome. It's a great cover.
Deadpool and Elsa was married, right?
For a minute.
There we go. Some DC Masters of the Universe. Phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we had the Marvel the first half. Let's have the DC this half. I think I like this one more. It's like more like toyish, like in the depictions.
Skeletor and Beastman, and we get Tila, Man at Arms, and
Castle Grayskull knocking up the back there. It's just a fun cover. All these kind of books just really remind me of my childhood and all
again,
those
I'm
franchises.
hearing Remy's voice. Yeah.
I have power. Yeah, exactly. We just have to get that clip now, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Every time we show a He-Man book, we may have to show Remy.
No. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I love this cover as well. It's quite busy, but I've always loved it.
Well, we know why you get this book. You get this book because of
Power Girl.
Power Girl.
And then Adam Hughes perfected her.
Yeah, no arguments there.
Power Girl, and of course this title had just a small layoff between.
Just a couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Chris, do your thing.
TVH, would you mind? I just noticed, by the way, that Dr. Fate is wiped out on that cover. I'm always staring at Power Girl. Would you mind reading us the right side of the blue label? Yes.
First appearance of Power Girl, brackets Kara Zor-El. First issue of title since 51, basically.
Now, everyone just noticed what's on the back cover. The greatest toy of all time.
Chris and I have been talking about this.
The greatest toy of all time is
it's
the Evil Power Cycle.
I want one of those so bad. I don't know why. I do know why, because I just
they're loads of fun. That's why.
As a kid, I swear I had one, and we jumped that damn thing over more Tonka trucks and more else than you can imagine. And it inspired all of us to go get a piece of plywood in a milk crate and jump our own bikes and do stupid stuff.
For everyone that's out there, I know DBH actually asked me a while ago. There is an Instagram page for a stunt cycle where whoever runs it does nothing but jumps and shows the good jumps and the ones that doesn't land, and they are just phenomenal. Slow motion, great music. Like, we'll put action figures jumping over, everyone's celebrating as it goes over. And I actually shared one this morning where it wiped out but managed to get back on the bike and keep going. Yeah, that's I feel like we're taken away from Power Girl's first appearance.
I know, right?
But this is a stunt cycle, man.
This is how good this book is.
Yes. Yeah, and an 8.5.
Not a bad grade.
It's been creeping up.
I've got a general rule of thumb that I like to try and get books like 7 and up. Mm-hmm. I'm not too fussy. Other than that, I mean, obviously there would be exceptions. If I'm going like Silver Age backwards, then I'll take whatever I can get. But
right. This is a book that's been climbing up, and it's been hovering up there for a while. I mean, probably like 2 years ago, actually, a high grade book was only like $100 something, and then it's gone up, and it really hasn't dropped down. It hasn't been affected by the correction really all that much.
Yeah, I can believe that. I mean, although I don't see, it's an interesting one because I don't see like the whatever DC do. I don't see her being involved in it because of the way she looks. Really, I mean, unless they're going to change it, like everybody would be livid.
Yeah, they've been doing more stuff with her in the comics, at least more pronounced covers and stuff, everything else. But yeah,
no,
I mean,
in the movies, I mean,
right in the movies, yeah, it's her story is an interesting one when you go back and if you ever go back the artist stuff who was designing her and how he came from adult comics actually and just kept pushing the envelope and kept going. I'm going to just keep making her breasts bigger and see how big I can make them until somebody says something. And then,
and this is what happened.
Smoke if you got them.
Oh man. Yeah, get rid of that glare, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and finally at one point, DC said, "Hey, stop it. That's enough."
Just a heads up, everyone. She's wearing gloves.
She's got hands.
Wow.
Literally, my eyes are up here. Go on.
It's amazing. I as soon as I saw this online, I was like, I gotta get that. And I know it sort of makes me a bad person, but wasting my money on a cover, basically.
Who's the cover artist for this?
This is a KRS Comics version edition by Warren Lau, and it is signed
the Undertaker gloves
here.
Yes.
If you can see anything here, that's where it's signed.
Testicles for days. That's pretty good.
I love it.
That's
an amazing cover.
Yep.
So
she has another one like that coming out very soon.
Yeah, I just saw that just before it came on. Earlier I mentioned your influence on me, and I've got this comic because of this show, because I absolutely fell in love with this cover on this show. And
this show has probably spent more of my money than any other show.
Yeah, the show turned me on to classic Aquaman covers. Yeah. This is gorgeous.
It's amazing. I can stare at this thing forever.
Now, who is the cover artist for this?
Frank Bruner.
Oh, I never would have guessed.
And it is absolute fire.
Tremendous.
I can stare at that forever. It's in a 9.0 from 74. I had to import this one, and it probably cost me more than I would have liked, but I just loved it so much that I was just like,
"That's great." Yeah,
it's wonderful.
It's only money.
Yeah,
Badger can wear the same shoes.
Yeah, she doesn't need to go to university. That'll be fine.
Community college is fine.
Yeah, exactly. And
learn a trade. They make more money.
Yeah, do it.
This is actually true.
I know.
Oh my!
Oh, hold on.
Oh my!
Yeah! Yeah!
Let's talk about this.
Yeah. So this is the first full appearance of Gunslinger Spawn, and it is tremendous. I got a really good deal on this, as it's a 7.0, and it's never been cleaned or pressed. So I actually think I might try and CPR this one because I think it's got a shot. I mean, I look at it and I think, I might get a grade bump.
Yeah,
and it's worth significantly more the more you go up. So,
Collector 82, hell of a hat. Yeah, and that, you know what though? I was literally going to say I can't picture Gunslinger Spawn in anything other than that enormous hat.
Yeah,
like if he had just a normal style cowboy hat or something, I think it would almost take away. The fact that they went over the top with that hat just made him perfect.
Where are we? Oh, there we go. Idiot. Notice any funny business there?
It's more Sporn than Spawn.
Gunslinger Spanwa.
Oh,
so yeah, there's a spelling error on the cover.
Okay.
Nice.
Which is like, how does stuff like that get through? I don't mind. It doesn't make any difference to me.
Lazy editors.
Weird. Yeah.
Well, you know what happens is literally, it's just people. You see the same thing over and over again so many times that your mind flips it, and if you're not really careful, it's easy to miss something like that.
I could see that happening. Yeah.
Monday morning.
The editor is dyslexic, so it made it right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so we're on my last two books.
Awesome.
And there's this one.
My goodness.
Hold
which
on.
Wow.
I just love.
Oh.
Yeah.
Try and get rid of the glare.
Yeah, this
George.
I mean, this
Perez.
is purely because of what it is, like as a
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah, I can remember when this came out and people fighting to get them. Just awesome.
Yeah, as soon as I saw this image, I knew I had to buy a copy of it.
Yeah.
It's really great. Because, I mean, George Perez is just such an iconic artist who was really important, not just as an artist, but like to comics as a whole. So I'm really, really pleased that DC did something like this, just so that we can sort of remember him in his style as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's an iconic cover in the making, if you ask me.
Yeah,
I love it.
I like the fact they put Andy Monitor on there as well.
Yeah,
yeah, because Perez's Crisis on Infinite Earths is arguably his best or most famous. That's Superman and Dead Supergirl in his arms. Yeah, that is awesome, man. Great book.
It's a great cover. Yeah, it doesn't say anything other than it's a wraparound tribute. Which leads us to our last book, and I've done it again. I've just ripped off Mrs. Von Hoot because I just got this for her the other day.
Oh,
and it's amazing. I love this cover so much.
There's a lot going on that cover too.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Let's stop for a second and give thanks to the signature placement here as well.
Yeah,
like right under the trade dress. Perfect. Talk about someone who took pride in their signature.
There you go, DVH. You are the #1 collecting Mao for Fuzzy Dunlop.
I think that's probably true. I will accept that compliment.
That's awesome. Now, how did you come across this one? Did you
eBay?
just pick it up? You just picked it up off eBay?
I spent an awful lot of time just perusing eBay for nothing in particular, and it's sort of I got earworms. Like it's been a while. Maybe I can have a look for a George Perez.
Yeah,
and I came away with this for Mrs. Von Hoot because she loves the George Perez Wonder Woman run, and whenever we go to a comic book store, she'll inevitably pick up a Wonder Woman by George Perez. And I thought, instead of me buying myself a George Perez signature, I know how much she loves Wonder Woman and his run on it.
Yeah,
let's knock one out of the park. And she was quite happy with it, which is nice.
Yeah, what he did with Wonder Woman's hair as well took away the flat black shiny hair and give it body and volume. He really made his own Wonder Woman during that 80s run, and to me is the best take on Wonder Woman. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Awesome.
I love it. Yeah. Right, and that's my lot.
Fantabulous. Well, thank you, sir. Everybody, hoot hoot. I love it. Thank you so much for coming on. Love.
It's my pleasure. As I said, it's something I've always wanted to do. It's great.
Oh, cool.
I've made it now.
Glad. Yes. Now you're big time. You can. There's a lot of people who haven't been on the show, and you have. So there you are. Anyways, guys, while we're wrapping things up here, it's time to do another giveaway. How about #ComicsCuringCancer? Throw that up in there. Don't forget, also hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate that. Hit the notification bell. You'll know when we go on live. Although we do it every Saturday, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. British summertime. Let's see here. What else we got going on? Oh, yeah. Let's see. We've said hello to our members, but while we're doing our final things here, I want to remind everybody, guys, you can help out Comics Curing Cancer. Check out fatstacksmerch.com. All proceeds from all sales go to Comics Curing Cancer. Right now, by clicking the link to the merch store and using the code YTShopping25, you can save 25% off of any gear on the store, and that's paid by YouTube. So use their money, including the brand new Comics Curing Cancer line for 2023. We got a couple shirts, a couple different mugs, some of the shirt designs and mugs even say specifically for this year, tumbler, sticker, whatever else. So pint glass, nothing says a nice cold beer like Comics Curing Cancer. Anyway, so there you guys go. Check that out if you don't mind. Also, you can help if you're looking for someone to do your comic book pressing. Check out the roguetraderutah.com. Use the code FATSTACKS at checkout to save 20% off pressing, including already discounted bundles. Every time you use the code, $10 is donated to Comics Curing Cancer.
Is there any point in running this one? Isn't it just Mad Spidey's turn to win again? Like,
I don't know. Maybe he has done a couple months in a row, but
a couple of months, yeah, that's right.
Or a couple of weeks. I'm sorry, a couple of weeks in a row. 3 weeks in a row, yeah.
Everyone, by the way, Mad Spidey is only 12 subs away from 500. Make sure you sub up Mad Spidey.
Awesome.
Give you a second to do that. Yeah, very good. The incredible Mr. DJ Links giving us our teaser trailer. Let's see. From myself, guys, I'm going to hit the spin here a second. But for myself, coming up on the channel, Monday, I know I've said this before, but this is it's true, though, every single time I say this. But this Monday could be the biggest Monday mail call ever. I'm just saying, if it's not, then it's damn near close. So check out Monday Mail Call. Bangers.
That's quite a tease coming from Rob.
Is it bigger than ASM2?
Again, if this isn't the biggest, it could damn near well. It's very close.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's huge.
Right, let's go.
Yeah, and then Thursday I'll have some mystery bundles from Izzyverse. He dropped some mystery bundles, picked up a couple of those, and then we'll be back here Saturday for another episode of OnlySlabs. With us will be Efren from Past Point Comics.
Awesome.
All right, let's go ahead and
he's holding that very rare blue label, Secret Wars 8.
Yeah.
He's got some crazy books, so look out. That's going to be a really one you don't want to miss.
I do see 47 people watching, only 38 people have entered here. Don't forget, I do ship internationally, so you are welcome to go ahead and pop that out. Mad Spidey, I will spoil it for you. No. I still haven't picked up ASM3. I'm not quite ready to pick that one up. I've decided to, unless something stupid comes and presents itself, I'm waiting until next year for ASM3, potentially. But, so it's not a Spider-Man book. But, yeah, huge. All right, let's go ahead and spin it. We'll get people on their way. So quiet, all of a sudden, awkward silence. Sorry. Hey, Cliff on Comics. Congratulations, Cliff. Cliff, you're going to need to make sure that, first of all, you hit me up on Instagram because I never shipped to you before, so I do not have your shipping information. So be sure to hit me up at Rob's Fat Stacks on IG with your ship to address. All right, Chris, this is your turn.
All right.
You know the deal. Picking some books for Chris or for Cliff.
All right.
Let's go ahead and see what you get.
No, I'm not familiar with Cliff, so I'm not sure what his particular flavor is. But let's go 7 from the back.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A popular number here. We've done all right.
Okay, now let's go 4 from the front.
Okay, so far so good, I think.
Let's let it ride. And stop. Those 2. Don't worry, CJ. No back to front. And
that's all we're doing is back to front. Right,
and we'll let it ride. I'm not saying it though. We're gonna let it ride. And now, and those 2 as well, Rob. Comics Embrace. Thanks for stopping by.
All right.
Watch your back.
Here's what you get, Cliff. First up, we have Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale, Captain America, #0.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like Long Halloween or something. Okay. That's a nice patriotic cover.
Yeah.
That's a great cover. I've never seen that.
With
awesome.
the flag on fire. There we go.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Red, white, and blue. Red and blue.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Oh, wow. Superman, red and blue. You got variant covers.
That's a nice cover.
All right, you got double. This is a double book here. You've got EMPR issue 0 and EMPR issue 1. This is the Comic Tom exclusive variant.
Very nice.
And I had a.
Oh my.
Oh my is right. First Doom.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
First Doomsday.
Wow.
First printing?
Yes.
Terrific. Oh my.
And how about some Justice Society of America issue 8 featuring Liberty Bell?
Wow. The Master. Very nice.
Alex Ross.
Yeah, phenomenal.
So yeah, definitely DC heavy, but not well. I guess we had a couple of Marvel books in there. But it was actually split real well.
All right.
But Cliff, congratulations. Hope that you enjoy those books. Oh, what are you doing?
It's all right.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Guys, thank you all for coming and sticking around. I know we ran late because we don't have the show after this week, but we'll get you guys. IS Ross's boss, phenomenally. JSA, love it. Congrats. I'm glad you do. First Doomsday, awesome. So we gave away some freaking great books here. Just gracious. I'm going to have to reload up. Good thing I got a lot more keys to throw in here.
You never
guys,
know.
That's right. You don't know what's coming. Guys, until next time, make sure you collect what you want. Don't listen to anybody, including me. I mean, I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.